Let's
But how will we hear Raven?
right there.
We'll hear it?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll hear it.
Well, I got headphones
All right, you're watching the Eminem Show where myself and my beautiful wife,
Ooh.
we chat. And so once a week, we're going to sit down and we're just going to have a conversation and we're going to talk about what comes on our mind as we dive into this journey we call life, trying to, make something of it. We're trying to help ourselves. We're trying to help our community. We're trying to help our family. And doing it with you is pretty damn amazing. So
It's pretty damn amazing.
I must say, it really is. So welcome to the show, Mari Cole.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Matt Cole.
So episode number 1.
Whoa, episode number 1.
Yeah. So we just got the trailer yesterday for this podcast we're doing. So we're doing the podcast to build the real estate business. You're going to be doing your podcast for your business, interviewing people, and we set it up. So we have a mock setup right here with the table and just everything that we have. I just threw it out here. No, I freaking love it. And I thought it was hilarious that you told me earlier, you go, it's too nice, because I put some staging furniture. Can't see on this camera. You can see on the wide camera. Like, put the staging furniture. She goes, it's too nice.
I wanted the grunginess for our first one. Imagine us sitting on the floor.
I'd say this is pretty grungy.
It's not grungy.
Well, we have high standards in the sense of, I think when we do something, we try and do it to the best of our ability.
For sure.
Would you agree?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean everything that you do is like to the best of your ability, and I mean it's just amazing. How many times do I ask you like to do something and I want it done like super fast, and you're like, I can fix it. Let me do it.
Every time.
Every single time. So for you to say
it's better that way.
That's what I'm saying. It's better this way.
You'll thank me later.
I will thank you later. I'll thank you right now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I wanted to kick this one off, and I wanted to talk about, and I got you a water here.
I saw. I'm going to have some because you had some. We're in rapport.
We're in rapport. All right. Yeah, we are. I want to talk about support.
Oh, okay.
Because you support me so much, like getting this trailer. Like, we pulled the trigger. This is not a cheap investment to be going in on like a podcast, right? We don't know if this is going to work to help build our businesses, but it feels
I think
right.
it will.
I think it will too, and it'll give us a lot of opportunities, and it feels right. But it was a big purchase, right? I mean, and you...
That's not how I see it, though.
It's a big investment.
But I just see that even in some way it will help your business, whether it helps you become more confident. Not that you're not confident, but it will just like help you become extra confident, and you'll meet new people. It's trying something new. It's scary, and the reward's always in the risk. So
the reward is always in the risk. So, this trailer is just an example of one, but I'm going to take it back to like everything, but like the biggest one for me in support. And I mean, I think that's so important for like a relationship and just a friendship, is just that support.
For sure.
But was when you told me, Matt, you need to quit Lucky's because you can do anything you want. I appreciate that.
Well, I'm glad that you appreciate it. I see so much of your potential in you, and it was not cashing lottery tickets and helping people buy cigarettes.
It was not. And I am super grateful for that opportunity when I worked at the grocery store.
Oh yeah. You got a lot of learning experience there.
I met so many different people every single day, and I got to work with a ton of great people. But just, I had a vision in my mind, and I still do. And we still with goals and dreams and aspiration. And, and I finally was like, working here, I'd look up the ladder and go, okay, here, the assistant store manager, then the store manager, and then the district, department manager, and then a district manager. And it was like, all of a sudden that was like a a 20-year path. And I'm looking at that going, well, that guy's not living the life that I want to live, you know?
For sure.
But you supported me in taking that risk because it was scary. I mean, it was really hard to be like, I'm going to quit my job.
Oh, yeah.
And have nothing lined up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We had nothing lined up, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You were still out of work because you had the surgery on your foot.
But I could have gone back.
Yeah, but we were like, you were commuting.
I mean, I wasn't planning on going back, but I could have gone back.
Well, we were hustling back in the day because you used to commute all the way to San Francisco every single day. You'd get up and leave by what, 5?
Yeah, I would get up by like 4:45. I'd give myself about 15 minutes to get ready. I would drive 45 minutes to get to a ferry, and I would take a boat for an hour, and then I would walk a mile before I got to work. Then I would work longer than 8 hours and do it all and come home, and I would never see you.
Never.
Because I would leave at like 5 something, and I wouldn't get home until 10 every night.
Yeah, Monday through Friday.
Yeah, with the weekends off.
And
you rarely ever had weekends off because you worked at the grocery store.
Yeah, and so that was horrible.
Yeah.
And so I really like that we do things outside the box.
Yeah, I could never do that again.
I could never have a job again.
No, I would find some other thing to do before I ever did that again.
Right? Like, for example, we were just talking about the guy that comes and gets a recycling every week out of the trash. We have a guy that comes and he gets the recycling out of our trash every single week, or our recycling. And I talked to the guy because I went out there. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And then he's like, oh, is it okay? The neighbor said it was okay. And so he only comes to our house and the neighbor's house.
Yeah, he doesn't do everybody's.
He doesn't do everybody's. But I was asking him, and he was going, oh, man, I make more money doing this than I did working full-time at Walmart. And he goes around and just takes out recycling out of, you know, whoever gave him the okay. And he cleans it up. And it's like, when he goes, we have smaller recycling, and it's like, oh, okay, he's done. We can go throw a few more things out there, so it helps us.
I know it actually helps us because we never can fit everything in there.
Yeah, and
we're so lazy we haven't got the bigger can.
Damn Amazon packages with the cardboard.
I know that's the only problem, but don't blame Amazon.
Don't blame Amazon. No, Amazon's, you know, the 1-day shipping now.
Exactly.
That is dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, you know, but going back to that, not having anything lined up, you know, we just lost our house. We were young. How old were we? I was 27. I was 27.
I was 21 when we bought the house.
I was 22 when we bought the house.
We only lived there for 3 years.
Well, I was 27 when I quit Lucky's.
Yeah, we were with your sister then.
Yeah, and so we didn't have the house anymore. We had very low overhead. And so it was just the stars aligned. The universe was like, take the risk. Like, do it.
That was a fun house though.
But I remember second guessing it and, you know, coming home and you just saying, Maddie, it's gonna be okay. You can do anything you want to do. Don't hesitate. Like, pull the trigger and we'll figure it out. And I freaking love that about you. Like, the support that you give me is incredible. And the support in the relationship, and I hope I give you that support back.
For sure you do, 100%.
It's, I don't know, I think it's so important. And I think it's helped us so much.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because I don't feel limited in the sense of like, oh, I can't take a risk because, you know, and we didn't have kids at the time and a kid at the time and whatnot. But even still with the kid, it's like, I just bought this trailer yesterday. I'm trying to do something completely off the rails as far as like what I normally do in real estate.
Yeah, but it's for a bigger vision.
It is for a bigger vision. And you know, we talked it out and you're like, Maddie, you're going to meet new people. You're going to be introduced to new people. It's a new sphere of influence. You're going to level up because you're going to be talking to the people you want to talk to.
Yeah.
You know, business owners, people that have positive, you know, attitudes that are trying to succeed and all that stuff.
Yeah. And you just have to follow your gut, even when it doesn't always make sense on paper.
Mm-hmm. And it's like video, when we went all in on video with the real estate.
Yeah. So when we did that, we were seeing on like in the numbers, we were seeing change and we only were doing that for about 2 weeks. So
Well, when we tracked it, but just when we first started like doing.
Oh yeah, when we first started doing it, yeah, for sure. That was a game changer.
It was a game changer for us, and I think that this will be another game changer for us and elevate again into real estate.
Yeah.
Because the professionalism, right? Now I'm going to be talking to entrepreneurs, business people that are just like trying to better themselves, better their lives, better the community's lives, and
Yeah.
I'm excited to do that.
I know. Well, you're really great at talking, and you
thank you.
love talking, so it's a win-win.
But I love listening.
Yeah.
You know,
For
and
sure.
and so it goes two ways. You know, I've been hogging the mic this time, but
No, you're really great at listening.
but I support you if you want to talk.
Well, thank you.
And I just enjoy it, and you know, yeah, just everything that we've gone through, and like right now doing this, we have Ravens in the bedroom sleeping,
Yeah.
and so we got our phone.
We don't have a baby monitor,
Yeah,
so
we don't have-
we're makeshifting a baby monitor with our cell phone.
Yeah, so Mari called me, and we have it on speakerphone, and now
Yes. So now we can hear her if she wakes up.
yeah, it's perfect.
Yes.
It's perfect. But
That's
I mean,
the fun of it, though.
it's so fun, and
Yeah.
and just with that and raising her, doing it together,
Yeah.
and like supporting you and me, and just because you're mom, like you are mom, like you are the rock in the house when it comes to that kid. Like she is eating super good. She is you know, I mean, how many times has she ever like had anything other than water? You know, I mean, like just
Just smoothies that I make her, but
yeah, but I just really appreciate you not ever giving her like sugar or introducing her to any of that stuff, because she's got so many years ahead of her to like.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. She has her whole life ahead of her to eat that. So I'll push it off as long as I can.
But I love that you.
And I just know also that if I can say something real quick, that if you as a person stop eating sugar for like 2 weeks, the taste of it isn't even good anymore. So she doesn't know any different. And to her, whatever she's having now is good. So
Yeah.
it's not like she's missing out on anything.
No, it's not, and so I appreciate you doing that. It's a lot of work. Like mom's a big job.
It's a big job. Yes. I have a lot of respect for moms.
Yes.
Yes.
And then
I mean, everyone, but I mean, mom is a big job.
mom is a big job, and so you have mom, and then you have Sent from Mars, which right now you're doing your Joker bag, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you.
That's so cool. So how's that coming?
It's coming good. It's almost ready to get sewn together. I'm having a blast making it. It feels good to make something again. 'Cause I took a pretty long break of making anything. I mean, I've only posted 9 or 10 things on my Instagram all year. And last year I was posting every single day.
You almost hit the whole year.
I almost hit the whole year.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. And so, but now that got off track though, right? Like last year,
At the end of the year.
as far as like not aligning with what you were wanting to do, or
Yeah, because, well, I mean, I guess it probably has to do with holidays at the end of the year, but I didn't like the time it was taking away
gotcha.
from Raven. So for me, it wasn't worth it to do that. So it's a decision, you know?
She's grown up so fast.
Yeah. So like today, for example, I got up at 3:00 in the morning.
Yes.
I worked from 3 to 7:30,
Yeah,
6, something like that.
because I was up at 6, and then
And that's when I worked on my Joker bag.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sacrifice the time with her. So I'll just, I'll get up early to make it happen if there's something I want to work on.
but you're having fun doing it though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Meaning, was it hard to get up at 3 when you enjoy what you're doing?
It wasn't hard today because I knew what I was going to do. So 1, I woke up and I was wide awake at 3 because we went to bed early.
Yeah.
And then 2, the night before I had written down what I was going to do today. So I was able to like get right to work.
Yeah, and your subconscious, the universe or whatever was like, "Hey, you're up. Get to
Yeah,
work."
exactly.
You wrote it down the night before. I need to do that, man.
Yeah.
I need to work on that.
It makes a difference.
It
It
does.
doesn't happen every day for me, but when I do, it makes a huge difference.
Oh, when I, know exactly what I'm doing the next day, like when I take the time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes
Yeah. It's
before
just
I
not
go to
even
bed
taking a long
to
time.
go, okay, here, it seems to go so much smoother, but
Yeah.
I haven't made that a habit yet. So let's make it a habit together.
I like that.
I support you.
I support you.
I know you do. I know you do. But it's so cool because, and with that, we're going to do the video on the bag.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
I'm excited to see it come together
We
because,
got some smoke bombs.
yeah, that
Some
was
purple
cool.
smoke bombs.
That was so cool. We haven't even tried those yet.
No, but I just imagine it's going to look cool. So,
I think so. We have a little vision for it.
yeah.
And then, but just the bag in general, it's so big. Like
It's huge.
I
It'll be the biggest one like that I've sewn that has a design on the front the way that it does.
And I like the glitter fabric too. It just works on the bag. You know?
Well, you told me you'd wear it as a jacket
I would.
with the
like,
glitter.
because it's freaking awesome. Like it's such a statement.
Thank you.
Like it's such a statement. Like it's like, boom, whoa. Like it's so cool. I
Thank
think
you.
it's the coolest thing ever. Like all the stuff that you do. The Yoshis you have in there.
Raven loves those.
Raven loves, they're freaking
She calls them her yo-yos.
they're 5 times bigger than her.
I know.
She's better love them as a kid. Like imagine having a stuffed animal that big.
Yeah, for sure. I would have loved that for
Right.
sure if I was a kid.
That's the best. And so I'm really proud of you for making the stuff and then putting yourself out there again and like not, we're really trying. I think we're really trying to just be ourselves.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to get back to.
It is a hard thing to get back to, like not worry about what other people are thinking.
Yeah.
And so like for this right here, and I was talking to you about this last night, like I'm not like judging myself against anybody else, but my future self. Like I look and go, okay, what does my future self say to me 10 years from now? Because I look at myself now and I'm like, man, I wish I could tell my 25-year-old self to like jump into real estate sooner, or my 20-year-old self. And so I'm always like, what is my future self telling me that I'm not doing right now?
A lot. I'm sure a lot.
And it feels really good to not care about like anything else but like that, right? And just getting out of the way of like, oh, if I'm gonna post something, or like we're posting the build and doing all of this,
Yeah.
it's to document it so that way we can see it in the future and go, this is what we did. How did it turn out?
Yeah, and hopefully, share it, inspire other people. But for anything, at least it's for ourselves.
Yeah, and then there's bonuses on top of that.
Exactly.
But if at the core of it, it's like, and if you do things like that, because what was it, when you're on the airplane, they give you the instructions if the plane goes down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the masks come on, they say, put your mask on first and then help other people.
Yeah.
It's like we're trying, we got to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And then from there, we can grow and to do bigger things.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited.
I'm really excited.
And I'm excited to support you in the future going forward.
What? What does that look like to you when you say that?
I don't know. First thing I thought of right there was another little kid.
Not that I wouldn't love that, but that sounds like a lot of work.
Your mom now.
So
anyways, I support you.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, you creating your stuff, I can't wait to see you start getting into a groove in that.
Yeah.
Because you have the Joker, and then you have the chappy, and then you already have the pins for the chappy, but then just making that jacket, which is going to be super intricate and awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that one's cool because that one's got so many pieces.
It's got a lot of pieces.
It does.
Yeah, it has like over 100 pieces. I haven't counted, but for sure has at least 100 pieces.
Well, I can't wait to see that one come together, and I am proud of you, Mar.
Thank you.
Thanks
Proud of you.
Thanks for doing this podcast with me
Anytime.
every week.
Every week.
Every week.
I'm glad I'm number one. I mean, that's amazing.
You're always number one.
You're always number one.
Oh man, so let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Goodbye. No, I don't know.
Well, what if I have a question?
Please talk. I'm trying to not have dead space. I'll like not say anything.
Oh, okay.
And then you just don't say anything. So I'm like, okay, what do I need to do here? I got to keep it going. You don't want dead space.
Oh,
Dead air.
Okay. All right. I hear what you're saying.
You picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm picking up what you're putting down. No, I don't have any questions. That's good.
You got to be kidding me after all that.
I said, what if?
What if what?
I said, what if I had a question?
And then I said, do you?
And I don't.
Harassing me.
Yes, you're harassing me.
No more. I support you.
Do you?
Wow. The truth comes out. No, I do. I just didn't know how to end it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've never done this before. We're literally
We
winging
had
it.
one other podcast.
We didn't even know we were podcasting. We literally were.
Well,
I just
we were
turned it
talking.
on. It was the very first time I even turned the thing on.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like I turned it on. And I was like, "Hey, Mar, how's your day going?" And then we just had a conversation.
It was good.
It was good. I'm really excited because I enjoy having conversations with you.
I know. It's not always easy.
It's
With Raven, I mean, like timing to just like talk to you by myself.
well, yeah, and I am really, really happy that we don't have to send her to like daycare, or we're in a
Yeah.
position to have her home and you to take care of her. So like, thank you for that. That's awesome.
For sure. Well, I can't do it right now, so there's just no way.
It's just time goes by. Every day it seems like she's changing.
She does, for sure.
Every day.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Today we went to the store and I tried on some clothes and she told me that they look cute. I mean, that was the first time that's ever happened and it was really fun.
That's awesome. And then what'd she say when you tried on the clothes that you didn't like?
She just made a face.
like,
Uh-uh.
yeah.
But she told me the other ones were cute.
That's
Cute.
in the words that she's used. So I just appreciate you, and
I'm thankful for the time I have with her.
it's awesome.
Yeah. It's going to go by really fast and I know that and I always tell myself that. So
Every day.
eventually I'm going to want her attention the way she wants mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's not going to give it.
Well, she's going to give it a little bit, but you know, it won't be like it is now.
No, because all she wants is mom
Yeah.
and dad, but she wants mom. And so, yeah, in the future, that's going to be, she's going to be on her phone. She's going to be watching TV.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that you try really hard not to turn the TV on for her. Like, you have the schooling going for her, and then that you teach her, and then you guys make lunch and breakfast every day together, and you teach her everything that you do. You're like, this is how we do. And you have so much patience. Like, I really,
She loves it.
I appreciate that, though. I mean, it's amazing.
Well,
She does love it, and
She loves it.
I
Yeah.
think it's so great for her.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I don't think she has she doesn't come across like she needs attention.
Mm-mm.
I think you give her so much attention that she just I don't know. It's pretty awesome. Like, she seems very like independent, and
Yeah.
because we give her the attention, you especially, like teaching her.
For sure. Well, I try.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know, I try.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You do very well, Mar.
Thank you.
So, podcast number 1.
Podcast number 1.
We're in the trailer. It's not as dumpy as you would like it to be.
No, I wanted to sit on the floor.
Did you seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
I thought that would be hilarious to look back on our first podcast and we're like on the floor of your trailer.
That would be hilarious, but
Exactly.
it wouldn't be real. It wouldn't be us.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Because we got a table. There's all this stuff. Like, I got this picture here. I'm like,
Well, just because we happen to have it.
I know we got staging furniture. So we go into the other trailer that we have, the 24-footer, not the 18-footer.
Yes.
But this one's got the tall ceiling, so I feel like it doesn't feel claustrophobic in here.
No, not at all.
You know, and talking, I don't know. It seems good. And once it's a little warm, but I feel okay now.
Yeah.
And
Well, once you get the AC,
yeah,
it'll
once
be
I
good.
once I get the mini split,
And get a
hooked
little
up.
bit of wider table.
Do you think we should do a wider table?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like a couple inches on each side.
Okay. You don't think that'll make you feel too close to the back?
No.
Okay. So a little bit wider table. What other feedback do you have from this first podcast?
From this first podcast?
How's the lighting? Do you feel like you're blinded at all?
No. I had to think about it. No.
Because you didn't even notice it?
No.
Yeah, it feels good. I don't
Yeah.
feel like it's too ridiculous.
Mm-mm.
And I don't know how it is, but once we have the shelving back here, and
It's
then
going to look really nice.
we have the distressed like wood on the back. That's what I'm thinking. Unless you can think of something better. I don't know.
No, I think it'll look great.
Yeah, I think it'll look good. And then AC and then some seating over there. So
Yeah.
if people come with the people that are getting interviewed, I think it's going to work magnificently.
It will.
Do you feel like you're cambered at all? Like, do you
What?
like cambered at all? Like leaning at all?
A little bit.
Do you? Which way?
I'm leaning forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the way. I tried to put the level on it, but I couldn't get the trailer leveled out. So that's definitely going to be one thing that I'm going to focus on is getting jacks on all four corners.
Yeah.
And basically being able to level this thing out. Just like if it was like a motorhome or something.
Yeah, for sure.
It's got to be level. Like I think that's going to be a huge thing is making sure that it's completely level.
Yeah, I think so.
That way you
We want
don't,
to be comfortable.
that way you don't feel like you're leaning.
Yeah.
Because it's tilted towards me a little bit and then tilted towards the front. So if you feel like you're leaning this way, that's the way it's going.
No, I don't even notice that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that it was leaning this way?
No.
Okay, not until I said it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good because
Yeah.
it was off quite a bit.
The only thing I feel like is that my chair is too high. Now that I'm sitting here.
The chair's too high.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'd rather have a lower chair or
Or a higher table.
a higher table? Well,
Either one.
the table
Probably a higher table because right now my legs feel comfortable.
Yeah, because remember earlier I was showing you this.
So I'm telling you that right now. Yeah.
Okay,
why.
cool. Because the table that these chairs go with is like 6 inches higher.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 inches higher. I don't have a clue.
Probably like 3 inches higher.
I know, like 6 inches is quite a bit.
Like a bar table.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we're 30 minutes in. I really enjoyed this jam.
Thank you.
Put it together, edit it up, see how it goes, and then we'll catch you. We'll catch you next week.
Sounds good.
Right on, Mara. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Thanks
girl.
for the support.
Thank you. Thanks for the support. I love you, girl.
I love you.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so just want to take a quick second. If you got this far, I really appreciate you. Me and Mari had a blast, but at this point, we actually took the headphones off. We're calling it. We're just testing this thing out, but we wanted to do a recap, so we had the headphones off, and Mari started talking, and I started talking about how things went during the first half, and so I hit record again on the audio because the cameras are still recording, and the second half is actually us riffing about how we thought it went, and then we went back into our original conversation, and it was a real natural conversation, no pressure of being on the podcast in front of the cameras, any of that stuff. So the second half is pretty cool, and it's just real raw and us having a conversation. So I truly enjoyed it. I enjoyed editing it. I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed watching it. So I'm really happy that we're venturing onto this journey. So I hope you're enjoying. And without further ado, let's get to the other half.
We didn't prep before.
It was like literally, okay, Raven's going to go down. We're going to try it out.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
That's how we learn.
For sure.
So
Exactly.
So thank you,
It's
Mom.
not anything,
Mm-hmm.
Do
you like it better
just an
with or without the
experience.
headphones?
I don't know. We'll have to try one without the headphones.
Well, just like right now talking.
I feel more like we're having a conversation.
Without the headphones,
without the headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only thing that would be is just making sure that the mic and everything is right.
Yeah.
The only benefit of the headphones is making sure, like, if somebody, like, the mic starts creeping away, and then it's like, okay, well, got to make sure the mic is right there. That's the only reason that you have headphones.
Well, I like them because it makes you feel like you're having a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
so that's fun. But without them, I feel like I'm having a conversation. So I don't know which is better.
Conversation.
It's probably more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Yeah, for sure.
Something to think about.
Yes.
Well, good job, Ma. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait till our next one.
I appreciate you.
What should our next topic be?
Let's see what happens during the week.
I was thinking about talking about how you're my best friend.
Oh, I like that topic. You really are my best friend.
No, you're my best friend.
Yeah, I've never had a best friend
So
like
let's
you.
save it for next week.
Oh, okay. So don't talk about it. Don't want any awkward pauses.
All right, let's pack up. Let's go check on Raven.
Well, she's fine.
I appreciate you.
She's fine.
And
I'm really excited that you feel support from me.
I do feel support from you.
That makes me feel really good.
I saw you almost tearing up too.
I saw you almost tearing up too.
Well, I saw you. I'm a sympathetic crier. I saw you tearing up. I'm like,
I saw you almost tear up first.
I saw you almost tear up second.
Then don't tell me you're a sympathetic crier.
All right.
I'm not done talking. See, I'm trying to talk to you and you're cutting me off.
I wish you would have talked during the podcast.
I wish I felt like there was a place for me to talk during the podcast.
I apologize.
So don't put it on me. It's equally 50-50.
And I'm sorry.
And I'm not putting it on you. I'm saying it's 50-50.
Okay. So what would you like to talk about?
Okay. I was just going to say that I remember you quitting Lucky's like it was yesterday.
Like it was yesterday.
Yeah. And what I was going to say when we were talking, because I had one thing I wanted to say right then,
Okay.
was that I remember that you were like, no, I'm going to stay. And I sent you a text that you had texted me about how you hated it there and you needed to leave. And I forwarded it to you and you tried to tell me that it was fine. And I was like, don't do it, Maddie. You hate it. Remember that you hate it just because you had one good day.
Yeah, no. And I think that I don't remember what the good day even was.
You had a walkthrough and I think it went well or something like that.
Or maybe it was leading up to the walkthrough. So like I knew I was already quitting.
Yeah.
I think it was like I knew I was quitting. So
Yeah.
like the stress of like caring about my future there.
Yeah.
And so, but I still hustled super hard.
Oh, yeah. You always do.
Yeah.
For sure.
And yeah, because I remember quitting after the walkthrough. So they walked out the door and I was like, hey, Adam, can we chat? And they gave him my notice.
Yeah. But you saved it for the walkthrough.
Yeah, I didn't say anything to anybody until after the notice, just
Yeah.
because there was so much pressure for everybody with
Yeah.
the big wigs, the
Yeah.
owner coming through.
Yeah.
So, that's my style. That's our style.
Yeah.
We do things the right way, or we try to do, and we try to
Yeah.
not, put any burdens on other people.
For sure. Yeah. I'm really glad you quit that job.
Me too.
There's no way that we could have a kid together with you working at the grocery store and me commuting 2+ hours away back and forth.
How many times did I used to say, I'll never have a kid while I work this job?
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, I used to say that all the time. I'd say it to myself for sure all the time. Like, I'll never have a kid.
You would really miss out, though. Everybody would.
Everybody would. Because I remember when I played Pop Warner football and my dad would go to every single one of my practices. And I knew working at the grocery store, I couldn't do that if we had a kid.
No, because they would just work you whenever. And you worked every holiday. So.
Every holiday, I had to be there. I couldn't leave. I couldn't change my schedule. It was... Yeah, it was.
And then that one day, I'll never forget them talking about sending you somewhere because I met you at the store and there was like some big whatever people, higher up people talking to you. And then you introduced me to them. And then I told them how far I commute. And they laughed and said, oh, so we can send you this far away. So just like for fun, we'll mess with your life and like send you even farther away. For what reason?
That's crazy.
And that just like really irritated me that somebody would even think that that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, really.
Who's laughing now, bitches?
Really, though.
No, I remember that day very vividly. I remember it as I was I'd broke my leg and I was like in the final stages of recovery and almost going back to work. And like it was at night, I thought. We'd walk through or day.
You were working.
Was I working?
Yeah,
that
you
day?
were working.
I didn't think I was. I thought it was.
Yeah,
off.
I met you at like at your job, I thought.
I thought we were both there.
I don't know.
That's funny. We see it two different ways.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
And I remember
meeting.
It was the one guy, right? I don't want to say his name. I know it's, but I don't want to say his name.
I feel like there was two people there, but it was one guy that said it.
Yeah, well, it was my store manager,
Uh-huh.
and then it was my grocery supervisor,
Okay.
Joe Andrade.
Don't say people's names. It's yourself.
And so it was Joe and then Mike was the ones that's who I remember it because I remember the two people, but I
don't know who they were.
But I thought I was still off. That's why.
I don't know. I don't know who they were. I don't know what happened, but I know they said that. So regardless.
Joe said it. Mike didn't say it. Mike's like, you ain't going in. This guy ain't going anywhere. Mike fought to get me out of Vacaville back to Napa when we were living in Vacaville.
I said one guy said it. I don't know who he was, but I know they said it. Should be a politician.
You? I know. Don't want to say any names. I'm just saying. But I always tell people, I said, that's the best decision that I ever made. Or not that I ever made, but it was the best business decision that I ever made.
Yeah. It was really hard for you, too. Like, I wasn't even sure that you were going to do that.
I was...
you could have been a lifer.
I was literally going to say, I was what they called in the biz a lifer. They used to say, Matt, you're a lifer, But but there was a lot of really great people there that told me to get the hell out, too.
Yeah.
So
Good for them.
Yeah, I'll forever be grateful for them to be like, Matt, get the hell out of here. And then with you being like, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like,
well, we were so young, like to
we're
be
still
like,
young.
Yeah, but then we were really young. So to be that young and be like, oh, I'm a lifer at this thing I hate is like stupid.
Experiences, because we didn't experience much, No.
I mean, I went from high school straight to college, straight to work.
And I went from high school straight to, I was working that job.
Yeah, when you were in
high
high school. Yeah.
And then I graduated and then I got promoted immediately.
Yeah.
And then I was freaking hooked.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't hooked yet. I got promoted and then I got laid off.
Yeah.
And I remember that. I was at like $8.50 an hour or $8.75 an hour when I got promoted, right? Yeah. Then I got laid off and then I went out and got another job. And then came back, or I'd call in every single week for like a month and like, no, you're not on the schedule. No, you're not on the schedule. And finally I called in one time and I was like, well, you know what? I don't want a job where I have to call in every week.
See if you're working.
See if I'm working. And then Mike, who, is a freaking great boss. I mean, I have nothing but respect for him. Because he used to always I think he used to always want to tell me like, Matt, do something else, Yeah,
but he liked having you because you were good.
Well, and that's not his job. His job is to make sure that there's good people in place too. And so, because he had talked to me before, he's like, have you ever thought about getting into like HVAC or, but I didn't have the experiences. Yeah. And I remember he's like, well, don't quit. He said, when I get you back, I'll get you back. And I said, cool. And I was 18. I'm like, cool. You call me. I'm not calling anymore. And then like a week and a half later, he called me.
Yeah. He wanted you back.
He's like, all right, we got you on the schedule. And then I later found out that he had pulled everybody off the layoff schedule, cut people's hours, and then pulled everybody off the layoff schedule that was laid off up to me to get me back into the store.
Wow.
And then once he got me back in the store, I was there for about a week, and then he called me up in the office, and he's like, all right, so we're going to promote you to third person or, you know, and I was like
a lead or something like that.
I'm like, cool. What does that mean? You know? And he's like, well, you're guaranteed 40 hours a week. I'm like, oh, sweet. And then, to be in that position, you need journeyman pay. And I'm like, so what does that mean? They're like, so you're going to be making $21 an hour. And then from $8.75. And then it's like, then plus the manager little incentive, which was like 75 cents. So it was like $21.75.
You just hit the freaking lottery.
At 18 years old, I was freaking living large.
Yeah.
And that's what sucked me in.
I know. The shiny things always do, and they're always garbage.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, because when I worked at Gymboree, I was making $20 an hour. I was able to buy my own car, by myself, drive it home. Like, that was a big deal because I didn't grow up with a lot of money. So, like, $20 an hour for me was like, I hit the freaking lottery.
I was making more than both my parents at that time.
Yeah.
You know, hourly. Maybe not my mom. My dad, for sure, hourly. But, and so I was like, I made it. Both my parents were like, you got
We both felt like that.
Both our parents were like, you got amazing jobs.
Yeah.
You got careers. You got good pay. You're in the union. You're have great benefits. Like,
yeah.
No, it's a trap.
It's a trap. Yeah.
It's a trap. That's crazy. Because we were young. I mean, we were.
But we both hated our jobs. Like, I was a really unhappy person when I worked there.
Miserable.
Yeah. I had worked with some really stupid people. Not all of them, but some, you know.
Well, all you wanted was to like.
Oh my gosh. All I wanted to do was work. I ended up working 2 people's jobs just because I wanted to work. I didn't want to sit at my desk and do nothing. Like, and people didn't like that. So it was like, it was corrupt from the inside up, I feel like.
What do you think that was because? Why?
Leadership, 100%. Because when I look at it now, Gymboree was a big company.
Like culture or like leader, like
both culture and leadership. So I had no clue at the time, like the size of the company. Like they had stores all over the place, you know, in every state in all kinds of cities. And how many people they employed. I feel like if I was in a position where I was leading a company like that, everyone I hired on, I would want them to know what the brand stands for, like, you know, and know the story about it so that they care about it. I didn't know anything about it, you know?
Yeah.
And they had kind of like a cult type following where when they had new lines, you have the people who love the Gymboree clothes, they're going to go out and buy all the new stuff. Well, I don't know anything about those people.
Yeah.
And they didn't really have social media then, so you couldn't use that either. But just from the top down, there was no communication about caring about the company. So how are you going to expect anything good if nobody cares about it? And it was more just competitive with people, you know, trying to like, I'm going to design things. You can't design things when it's, why aren't we just trying to design the best things so the company makes more money, so everybody makes more money? Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah, so the leadership and then environment didn't, because if the leader, your boss, was insecure of, here you are at, how old were you? You were 20?
I turned 21 when I worked there, and I was
you bought the house when
stifled
we were
many
20.
times.
Yeah, because we bought the house, you were 21, I was 22.
Yeah.
And so you had that job when we bought the house.
Yeah, so I was 20 when I worked there. I might have been 19 when I worked at Old Navy.
And so you are 20 years old with just creative skill oozing out of you.
But I wasn't competitive.
No.
So I was like totally oblivious to the way these people were thinking. And when I look back now, I can see it. Yeah, probably a lot of people hated me, you know, but
well,
I was just trying to work hard. But I didn't care about any of that stuff.
No, I know.
Like, to me, the joy would have been being able to design something, go into an Old Navy, go into a Gymboree and see my design on the shirt. It wasn't about making more money than anybody, being a higher position. It was just the joy of, like, you know.
Creating.
Yeah.
You're a creator.
Yeah.
Look at the passion you have when you start talking about creating. I love it.
It excites me.
It does. And you're very good at it. Like, you are so good at that.
Thank you.
You are so good. And I'm really stoked on your Joker bag right now.
I'm really excited to see it done.
Like, I can't wait to shoot the video and have it like done and like.
In my mind, it looks cool, and I hope that it comes out like that.
The
when it's
bag
all
or
done.
the video?
Both.
Yeah, the bag's gonna come out freaking.
Well, I never know.
Oh my
I got to
goodness.
see it all the way done.
I can tell you right now, it's gonna be amazing.
Thank you.
So yeah, if we could put a video together that like showcases the like B-roll style, I just think that's cool.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm going to like to have that because I don't have anything really like that where I'm making something. So for me even to look back, you
Yep.
know, that's a cool thing to have.
yeah.
So thank you for helping me do that.
I'm excited to do it. We'll start filming tonight
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I painted my nails.
at 3:30 in the morning
Yes, I did.
because that's when you have the opportunity.
Yeah. It would have been really hard to do that later in the day.
Oh man, I mean your day is jam packed with Raven and just everything else.
And I
you have
enjoy
going
it.
on.
And I don't ever want her to see me have my attention. I don't want my attention to be somewhere else when it should be with her.
Yeah,
Because, I mean, it's just a few short years.
yeah,
Then she's going to be in school.
Yeah.
Then it's over.
mm-hmm.
Not over, but like, you know, that kind of commitment.
Yep.
And then I'll have time to do other things. Missing her.
Missing her.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing. I don't know about you, but every single day, like I find myself if I'm on my phone or something, like putting it down and just reminding myself of how fast this time is gonna go, and then
Yeah.
just trying really hard to be in the moment. Like, let me put my phone in the other room on silent,
Yeah.
and let's hang out as a family.
Makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. And then being conscious about it is very fulfilling too,
Yes.
because it's not like, oh, I got to go check these emails or I got to go send this paperwork out. It's like, I'm here with my beautiful wife and our beautiful little girl who's singing in the kitchen. I'm singing. And it's just
It's the best.
that is what it's all. That's why we work. That's why we do what we do.
Yeah.
So we can have those moments and really just being in the moment during those moments is freaking exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
So
She grounds me.
she grounds me too.
And that's helpful to get to the not caring what other people think, you know,
Yes.
because, you know, only care what you think and what she thinks and what I think about myself. Am I fulfilling myself being the best version of me that I can be?
Yeah.
Because if I'm not, then I'm not going to be happy and it's going to reflect on everything else.
And do you feel good with like how you're doing right now since you've been back working on your bags,
Yeah.
but giving Raven the attention that she needs?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
you're, you know, doing what
I'm getting fulfilled on all kinds of levels,
yeah,
every level.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Err.
Yeah. Well, I can tell too if I feel like we had an off day,
Yeah.
you know, because she will want more attention. And and also I can tell by the pictures I took on my phone. If it
Oh.
was only stuff that I was working on and no pictures of you or Raven, then I was paying way too much attention to this one aspect. Whereas like yesterday was a great day. And if I look at all the pictures I took, it's everything.
Okay.
I can see that there's pictures with you, there's pictures with Raven, there's pictures of stuff that I worked on because I'm documenting it.
Yep.
It's a completely well-rounded day.
It's very balanced.
Yeah, because I take a lot of pictures. So with that, I can just visually even see, like, this was a good day.
That's cool. I don't take any pictures, so
I take pictures for us so we can
Yeah.
have it later.
I appreciate that because
Thank
I
you.
like when you send them to me. I'm like, when did you take these? Or I get your phone and I see I'm like, when did you take these pictures? These are awesome. So that's cool.
Yeah,
So
it's good to have them.
it's freaking amazing to have them. It's amazing to have you.
It's amazing to have you.
I love our little conversation.
They're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the mastermind.
Yeah. So I got these cloud lifters now for this thing.
Okay.
I don't know. It sounds weird. It sounded perfect the other day when we were upstairs in the office. But ever since I put the cloud lifters, I don't know. The audio seems kind of funky.
Maybe you need to have the AC though and the door closed because you're getting outside noise now.
No, it was even when I was upstairs yesterday or the day before when I first got them and I plugged it in. So we'll see how this turns out.
Just keep testing it.
Just keep testing. Just keep testing. Since, we've been watching Dory.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep swimming.
Dory. Namo.
Oh,
That's what Raven says.
That's the best. So I'm going to do a podcast with her. Did you want to do one with her?
Yeah, I think I will.
You should.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah. It'd be good practice.
It's amazing because to get a kid to talk,
I know.
a little kid
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
that's,
But she's getting more talkative every day.
mm-hmm. Ask her questions about her things.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
I'll have
wait.
to bring some props in
Tell me about that.
or some pictures and then
Mhm.
talk about it.
Yeah.
That might help her talk about stuff.
Very good. Right on, baby doll. Well, I got to get to it here.
Okay.
I really appreciate you spending the time. And thanks for letting me record you the second go round. I may post this too.
Oh, there we go. I like this one better.
Yeah, me too. It's more natural.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll post both. Two
Maybe.
different formats.
Whoa. Maybe you will.
Maybe I will. Because I can't edit them. I was thinking about it. I was like, I could just edit them together.
Mm-hmm.
But then we have the headphones off, so I can't edit them together. Because they'd be like, so like when we were having the conversation
Yeah.
about Lucky's, I probably could have like squeezed it in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And you would have never known that it was cut.
Oh, okay. Like one long thing.
Yeah. But since we took the headphones off, I can't cut them because.
You can. It doesn't matter. It's the same conversation.
Yeah, but then it'd go, they don't have headphones. Oh, now they do.
Put
Oh,
a little bar on the screen that says, we don't have headphones. We took our headphones off.
We talked about this later, but it went into this section here.
5 minutes later, ... Problem solved.
Oh, very good. Right on, Mara. I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Getting a phone call.
getting a phone call.
All right, let's call it.
All right. And we're out.
And we're out.